Hello, my name is Sibyl Harmony, and this is a video about prosperity. You can find me at Sibyl, spelled S-I-B-Y-L, harmony.com for readings and healings. So, prosperity is, money is simply energy. And our source is never really our job, our ego, other people. It can be affected by our agreements that we've come in with or our family programming, but those can all be changed because remember, everything is energy. Money is simply energy. It's neither bad nor good. And if we have a feeling, a lot of times spiritual people have a feeling that they don't want to be greedy, or even unconsciously they may have gotten messages that they don't deserve it, or spending on things that aren't in alignment with the higher self and the light that you don't really need. And you'll know because you'll know how that feels. Or not being able to ask enough, or getting into jobs where you're not paid enough. So a lot of this has to do with our system, and we are in a time of change right now. In America here in March of 2020, we are having a presidential election. And so the candidate that will win, the candidates that will win, will be a candidate that is honest because we're waking up, we're coming out of denial, and who is talking about bringing change to benefit everybody. So I'm not going to get into which candidate that is. You can probably figure that out yourself. But the same status quo, the same old isn't working anymore. So that's part of it. But we don't have to be a victim to what governments or employers or corporations or other people or our past programming is. Because remember, energy, money is simply energy. Everything is energy. You are spirit vibrating in energy in a physical body. So your physical body is your form. Your energy, your spirit, comes into form many times and has been in form many times. You're not even really your name. You're the spirit. Your higher self is the energy that agreed to come in here and in this physical reality that always is and always will be, your spirit. And one of the games here on earth in this physical reality is to figure out, no, I don't know if I say figure out, but to have clarity and to have a spiritual connection to manifesting. So that everything you know is vibrating in energy. A house can have an energy. I'm sure everyone's heard of a haunted house, or you can walk in a house and feel calm and relaxed, or feel like I'm at home, or feel discord. So houses have an energy, objects have an energy, jewelry has an energy, crystals have energy, of course, of animals have energy, plants have energy, everything. Like, say, this statue here. I have a statue behind me of the goddess. I don't know if you can see her very well, because I have flowers in front of her. Now, the flowers are energy. I bring them in when I work because of the high life force. Flowers are healing property. And so the statue has an energy. The statue came from a very spiritual place in the Philippines where there are a lot of healers. I spent a lot of time meditating there. So this statue carries that energy. It is vibrating in that energy. But a table has energy. A dish, your clothes, everything. If you wear something and handle it a lot, a psychic can hold that in their hand and get information about you. It has, and everyone has abilities. You can feel, especially in this waking up energy, we're becoming out of denial and understanding our gifts. We get messages in dreams, meditation. Everyone can feel. Everyone can get download of information from higher source. You may hear a voice in your head, a negative voice, or a voice, the ego talking to you, or your mother still yelling in your head, or a song's playing in your head, your thoughts. So when you get quiet and tune into your thoughts, everyone has clairaudient ability. It isn't always, hello, this is the angel. It isn't always that loud, although it could be. And then everything you see is part of what you're creating, because you're bringing it to you. And so not to be attached to anything, or you're not manifesting negativity. That's just the ego. If you see something that's not attractive or not desirable, it's just part of the what is. And it's how our perception of what we learn from that, how we can help, or how we just are conscious awareness. Okay, so you may see a light or an angel or a flower. When I go in grocery stores, things present themselves, hey, on the shelf. They don't really, it's just my eye is drawn there. When I go out in nature, I see birds, and I'm very busy, sorry, that'll stop in a minute. The phone's ringing. And the technologies talk, it's Mercury retrograde. Of course, that has to happen. That'll stop in a minute. I'm in my home office, so the phone rings a lot. Even on Sunday. Okay, so flowers have a message. Animals have a message. Like I said, dreams have a message. A billboard, a license plate, a song, back to the sound, a song on the radio. So we're always receiving guidance, a download. It's just about when we are in alignment, when our energy is balanced in an alignment, then we're able to receive the guidance that brings us prosperity. So first I want to talk about male and female energies. I guess you can see up here, I'll move the camera a little bit. There's my Archangel Michael up here. Oh, there. That's the male energy. And we have the Madonna, the goddess, or the Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and whatever you choose to connect with. She is the female healing energy vibration. So everything is vibrating in energy. And to be prosperous and successful, we can tune in and balance our male-female energy. Some people are very psychic and intuitive, like the goddess energy. Sorry, you can't really see her behind it, but the energy's there. And this, we have dogs barking. This is a busy place. I love dogs. So the female energy, sorry, not mother, but could be friend, goddess, whatever that works for you. The female side, we all have a male and a female side. The female side is psychic, creative, intuitive. She's the artist that creates the beautiful creation. Say the beautiful jewelry. But she creates it and she sits on the couch because she doesn't really take action. She's very yang, soft, wet, quiet, still energy. That's the female energy. Where male energy is action, hard, drive, hot. She's cool. So when we have a strong female side, we may have wonderful ideas. We may even create things, but then we sit on the couch going, why isn't my life working? I don't understand. Why isn't it working? Because we need that male side. She makes the beautiful jewelry. He comes in and says, we're going to put this out on the internet. We're going to get this done. He's the talent scout. He's the advertising department. He's the agent. He will get it done. So we need to be both in our male. Now, if you're too far on your male side, you may find that you're working really hard and things aren't really happening because you may be in the ego or out of alignment. So that's really what I want to talk about, is our will. When I was a young woman, I went to my mother, and she could well afford to help me. I decided that I wanted to be a dog groomer. I love dogs, and I wanted to be a dog groomer, and I wanted to start my own business, and I wanted her to loan me money, and she could have, like I said, to start my own dog grooming business. And that was my plan for my life. When she said no, I was devastated. Now I know. I got really depressed. Now I know, because I had planned, I'd studied, I'd been working as a dog groomer. I was really good, and I was good with animals, and I was healing them, and it was going to be great. And now I know that that was not God's plan for me. That's not why I'm here. My name, literally Sibyl, means oracle, and I have been an oracle and a healer in past lives. So my agreement to be here, which I found in doing my own work, my agreement to be here is to do what I do now, to be of service to humanity. And you could be of service to humanity if you're baking cookies, or being a mom, or running a business, or fixing cars, because you're ethical and you're doing a good, everything is needed. There isn't, but it's what you love to do. Do you love to do it? Because what you're here to do is something you love doing. You're the genius at that thing, and you're needed. Everyone's needed. So my purpose was not to be a dog groomer. And looking back years later, I realized that that was my ego. I was afraid. I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do this after a divorce. I don't know how I'm going to, make a living and what I'm going to do. And I chose that out of fear. So prosperity is never about choices about fear. It is about aligning ourselves. So what I did is I did my work. I mean, I literally did not know. I had no clue. Even though guides appeared to me and talked to me as a child, I saw nature spirits and fairies. I knew that I was connected, but I wasn't aware. So through process of life, what I started doing at one point was, I don't know what I'm here to do. So I decided to turn my will over to what I call God. Now you can call that divine source, love, goddess, whatever works for you. It doesn't matter. It's the energy vibration of the Creator. I happen to feel like God's more of a woman than a man, but that's just me. So when I say God, it can bring up religious issues and people can get stuck on that. But what we want to do is align with our higher self, which is who we really are in this body. It's not our personality. It's not our name. It's who we came in, what we came in to do. It may be that we came in to work on issues of being ethical and fair. And so we become a car salesman so we can practice that. And it's not about a judgment or beating ourselves up for making mistakes, but we are in a new era where you could get away with things before, you won't be able to, because we are waking up, we are coming out of denial, we are entering in the new era of the goddess, of the age of Aquarius, where people will be in harmony with the planet and truth and compassion and wisdom matter. Where it might have not before, you will know. Secrets will be revealed. People will know. So that's one of the things about prosperity, is lining up with what is my truth, where am I in integrity, where am I ethical, of all those things, because that will bring you good karma, not only in future lives, but in this one now, because things are happening very quickly now. You notice how the day speeds by, so many things are happening, because the truth is being revealed. That's the higher vibration we're in, and that is coming in now, the energy of awakening. So back to so what we talked about is energy, everything is energy, balancing our male and female, and then we're talking about alignment. So what I started to do in my life is say, I will to do the will of God. And I'd ask every morning. Sometimes I'd even just get up and sit on the couch and people go, aren't you going to get a job? And I'd say, well, I turned that over. Now I know that I need to do the footwork and turn the results over to Source, Creator. So, but what we want to do when we've aligned, and part of that can be an actual energy alignment, and I help people with energy grounding and connecting with Source. So you have like a cord of light that comes in from your higher self, and an aura, you've heard of the aura, energy field, chakras, and a cord that grounds you into the earth. So when those are clear and moving, you can clean out old family programming. If you came from a family where there was lack, well, what were the messages you received? The first messages you received about money. I was saving for a car when I was 16 so I could buy a car. And my mother said, oh, you don't need to do that, I'll buy you a car. I said, okay. Then when I turned 16, I asked for the car and she said, sorry, I never said that. You're on your own. So what I learned is that I learned betrayal. People can't be trusted. The rug will be pulled out from under you. And I also learned, looking back, to trust myself. I'm pretty good with planning ahead and managing money. But this, even though I came from a family where there was prosperity, some people come from families where there isn't prosperity. So we learn lack, that there's not enough. Remember, there is no lack in the universe. Money is simply energy. And so you can attract it to you or repel it from you. So energy healing is a great way to clean out family programming, even past lives. If you've had very spiritual past lives, which many of us have, you may have taken vows of poverty. You may have been told that you shouldn't be greedy, that you don't deserve things, or you may have lived in poverty. And so now find it hard to allow yourself to have it. Okay? So it's all about, I am open to receive. I'm open to receive my good. So you ask, align your will. Now when you align your will, it isn't always fun and games at first. Sometimes, like I know a guy who turned his will over, and the next day he fell down and was out of work for 3 months. What happened in that 3 months is he started writing, and he wrote a bestseller. So you see, it doesn't, sometimes if we're not listening, we're not slowing down, we're not paying attention, your higher self will get your attention. You are here to fulfill the agreements that you made to be here as a spirit. That comes first. Now, not for narcissists or crooks, but we're not that. They have another life plan and it doesn't look good, not in the long run. I mean, they might temporarily make a lot of money. And if you want to do that, go right ahead. But if you're a highly evolved spirit, like anyone who's watching this, is probably not a narcissist, and at least not very much, and you're not a newer soul, and that's not going to work for you. You can try it. I hope it works. Or not. I don't think it will. So, because we are energy, we are more than just this lifetime. We came here to learn. We came here to play this game, and it's a game. You don't have to be serious about it. Allow it to come to you. That's huge. Clean those patterns of past vows, family programming. That requires energy healing, which I do, or prayer. Prayer can work. And so then it's about following the guidance, listening to guidance. And how do we hear guidance? Slow down. You know the guidance that you've been receiving. Like I would say, help me to do better in my practice. And I would get a message, well, eat more vegetables. And I'd be like, no. I mean, like, people would loan me books, like, hey, you want to borrow this book on vegetables? And I'd be like, no. I go to the grocery store and the vegetables would be like, hello, where are the vegetables? It would catch my eye, but I'd be like, no, I don't want to. And then my friend would come home and talk about how great she feels because she's eating more vegetables or plant-based diet. And I'd be like, oh, that's great. So the universe kept sending me messages about vegetables. And I'm like, that's not what I want. I asked for more money. Why am I not getting an answer? I am stuck. And what I didn't realize is that when I ate more vegetables and was more alkaline, I felt better. When my energy is better, I attracted the prosperity I wanted. So that's how it works. It may not seem connected. Everything's connected. So, yeah, so it's following the guidance. If you ask, you will receive guidance. We're always receiving a broadcast of love if we listen. In our dreams, in songs, you get a chill, or you keep hearing the same song over and over again, or you get like, oh. Sometimes we get sick or have an injury because our spirit wants us to slow down and listen and get aligned. Now meditating and aligning, connecting with the earth, standing on the earth, running energy. I think I have a video on running energy. This helps you get connected in alignment. There's a central channel that goes through the body, connecting all the chakras. If you're down in your first chakra, which is at the bottom of your tailbone, in front, right where you're sitting there, yeah, there, that you can be in survival. If you've had trauma or abuse, abandonment, family messages of lack, or even suffered illness or accident, you can have a lot of fear and be stuck in survival. So we want that center grounded and clear. Clean out the fear. And you can also tell yourself, breathing will help you to feel safe. Whatever calms you and relaxes you helps you to be more grounded and feel safe. And then those fearful thoughts that come in around here, these chakras, you have lots of little chakras around here, fifth chakra, and they're all connected. So thinking thoughts of lack. I used to sit and meditate in my office at this big, beautiful oak desk. And now, when I was younger, I picked a hard life path. When I was younger, I was homeless. I've also been a millionaire. So I've done it all in this life. But I was, at one point, I needed to experience that. And so I did. And so I would sit in my home that I owned. with this big, beautiful oak desk and meditate and open my eyes and look over there, and this voice said to me, my voice, my ego, whatever, my fear voice said, and when you become homeless, that desk will make an excellent shelter. And I was like, what? Who said that? I still had these thoughts of fear and lack. I would go in my closet and I would keep clothes that didn't fit me for years, stacks and stacks of pants. And this voice said, well, those are for the lean years when you don't have anything. I'm like, why am I saving stuff for a future time when I'm not going to have anything? See? Now, yours might be different, but thinking that like, oh no, how am I going to make it through the end of the month? So instead of thinking, how am I going to do this? Ask for help. Help. When we ask for help, be open to receive and follow the guidance. Help me. I need money to pay these bills. Show me what to do. Help me. Pay attention. Listen. Because help will come. Okay? Someone will call with a new job or, sell this stuff. Well, something. Something will happen. A check will come in the mail. You'll be guided to talk to someone. It will come if you ask. Okay? And so follow guidance. Be in alignment. There is no lack. And let's say it now. I am open to receive prosperity. Put it out like a big light. Thank you. My intention is to receive. May you be blessed, because in truth, you already are. And if you'd like to subscribe to the videos, ring the little bell, push subscribe. You'll get videos when I put them out. And if you'd like a personal reading or healing, you can contact me at sibylharmony.com, spelled S-I-B-Y-L, harmony.com. May you be healed, because in truth, you already are.